Alright, hey guys, today is Thursday, May 21st. This is our last day together. I hope y'all enjoyed the class. I hope y'all do well on this test today. I've enjoyed everything with y'all, getting to know y'all and everything, and so hope we do well on this last little assignment. So this is the final. So again, I'm just going to outline it really quick with you, and then you can take it, and I hope y'all do well. Okay, so number 1, 2, and 3 deal with addition, and then subtraction, and then multiplication. You remember your rules for adding and subtracting. So remember the number line. If you add, you're moving right on the number line. If you subtract, you're moving left on the number line. Remember, make sure if you have a minus and negative, you change that to plus and positive. And then your rules for multiplication is when you multiply or divide. When you multiply, the same signs give you a positive. So if it's a positive times a positive, you have a positive answer. Or if it's a negative times a negative, you get a positive answer. Or if they have opposite signs, it's going to give you a negative answer. So a negative times a positive will give you a negative. Alright, 4, 5, and 6 there. 4 is just a division. 5 is addition. You need to make sure to get a common denominator on number 5. Number 6 is a division with 2 fractions. So you have to multiply by the reciprocal of number 6. So you're going to have to flip that bottom fraction and multiply. Number 7 is 7, 8, and 9. So 7 deals with subtracting decimals. Again, just keep your decimal place steady and just subtract. Number 8 is a percent of. So you're going to want to change that percent to a decimal and then multiply. 19, you're going to have to use the conversion. If you don't remember the conversion, you have your book. So make sure you go back through and use your book to get that conversion right. 10, 11, and 12, again, you're going to do, if you don't have the conversion, make sure you go back through and get the conversion. But you're just going to be, 10 is just a straight conversion. 11, you're going to be adding. Remember to make sure if you add more than the conversion factor, so how many hours are in a day? 24. So if you have more than 24 hours, you have to add over or borrow or anything like that. So if you borrow, you're borrowing 24 hours over. So you scratch out the day and then you borrow 24 hours over. If you're adding with hours or inches or whatever it is, if you get more than that amount, then you're going to take that over and have the carry it over. So say that a little bit clearer. If you're subtracting, you have to borrow, and have to borrow. Then you scratch it out, take over how many. So for number 11, it's days, so you have to scratch out the days, pull over the hours in the day. If you're carrying hours, like if you're adding them, you don't have to do this on this problem, but if you had to add them, then you're going to add the 24 hours over to the next for the day. So you take the total, subtract 24, and then add it over as a day. So just make sure you get the conversions right. So that's 11, 12. Mean, median, mode. Remember, mean is the average, median is the middle, mode is the most, and range is the biggest minus the smallest. 17 deals with probability, or ratio based, or ratio is still probability there. So ratio would be 17. 18 is a definition 1. 19 is a definition 1. 20, term, you have to remember the definition for a term. 21 is expressing it in standard form. Standard form is just a big number, so you're taking it from scientific notation to standard form. 22, same thing. Now you're taking it to scientific notation. 23's definition. 24, again, definition. 25, the input, which variable is the input, that's definition. So make sure you go back to the book if you need to. 26, what is the index? This is over that last couple sections we did in chapter 11. The index with the root, you understand that. Again, that's definition. 27, 28, 9, you can look there real quick. 27 deals with multiplication. So when we multiply, we add exponents. When we subtract it. When we divide, we subtract exponents. Alright, 30, 31, and 32 deals with solving expressions. Basically, you're going to use the distributive property for 30 and 31. And then for 32, we're going to be solving for W. 33 through 35, again, you're solving. So just remember, whatever you do to the left, you must do to the right. 35 is going to be set up as a proportion, and so you're just going to cross multiply. 36, 37, and 38 deal again with solving inequalities. So the rule with solving inequalities is you're just going to solve it like it's an equation, but if you divide or multiply by a negative, you have to flip the inequality symbol. So multiply and divide by a negative with an inequality, you have to flip the symbol. Alright, 39 is probability, so you just have to set up the probability. Remember, it's the one you're choosing over the total number. Again, these are mainly just definition. 43, a toaster was 20% off. So again, you just have to figure out what you're doing there. It's 20% off, so the easiest thing to do there is change that to a decimal, and then think about what the problem's telling you. 44 is the formula. You can go back to the book to make sure you get all the formulas right, so there shouldn't be any excuse for that. Go to the following is a parallelogram. That's definition on 47. 48, again, you're just applying definition. So the definition one is just use your book, go back to it, make sure you get those right. 49, what is the simplified form? So again, you're just changing it back to with the radical back to the fractional form. So remember, the index, always index. It's always the exponent under the radical over the index. 50, you're just solving. Remember to just get the x squared equals a number and then square root both sides. 51 through 54 deals with graphing. And then 55 through 59 deals with graphing the inequality. So remember, if the x is on the left, you can just graph the direction the arrow is pointing, and then if it's an equal to, it's a closed circle. If it's a not equal to, then it's an open circle. And then 61 deals with probability. And then 60 deals with the sum of two consecutive numbers. So you just need to set that word problem up. And then 62 is going to be setting the word problem up and solving. And so again, those just are straightforward as long as you set it up. The sum of two consecutive numbers, just make the first number x. So that would make the second number what? If the first number is x, what would the second number be? So x, consecutive, just think it out. If the first number was 3, the next one was 4. If 3 is the x, what did you do to get to the 4? So that should help you on 60. And then it's just pretty much straightforward from there. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I may or may not help you. Probably won't help you on the test question, but if you do get up with me, I may help you out a little bit and show you another type of problem if you have a specific question. So that's your final. If you have any questions, get with me. This will be the last day. Again, I hope y'all have a good summer. I hope y'all have enjoyed me as your teacher somewhat. I learned something here or there along the way, and I wish y'all well. So again, if you have any questions on anything, just get with me, and that'll be our class. Thank y'all.